All right, good morning. Go ahead and pull up your number of the day warm up. Number 2, it should be a link somewhere so then you can watch this video and have the paper up at the same time. Number of the day today is 24. All right, go ahead and fill out the factors of 24. Okay, go ahead and draw the arrays, kind of sketch them if you can. And if you feel like you can, go ahead and try to do a factor tree for 24. Go ahead and pause the video and do those factor components. Okay, so I went ahead and found all the factors of 24 over here. Remember, 24 is factors associated with division. So 24 divided by 1 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 24 divided by 4 is 6. 24 does not go into 5 evenly. Why? Because only products with 0 or 5 in its ones place, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, those are all products that have 5 as a factor. So 24, it has a 4 in a 1 place, not a 0 or a 5. 6 times 4 is 24. So then I stopped here because we already did 4 times 6. So that's a double array. Sorry. 4 times 6, 6 times 4 is a set of arrays. Here's the second set of arrays. Here's a third set of arrays. Here's a fourth set of arrays. So there are 4 factor pairs for 24. So hopefully you were able to sketch this out and do all the factors. All right, let's go ahead and try our our factor trees. So if you notice about our poster here for prime numbers, 1 is not prime. Okay, it is not red. So 1 is not a prime number. It's neither prime nor composite, actually, because 1 does not even have, it only has one factor, which is 1. So when you are doing your factor tree, notice there's 3 different ways you can start out, even though there's 4 factor pairs. You only have 3 factor pairs that you're going to make your factor tree from, because you're not going to use 1 because 1 is not prime. All right, so go ahead and finish these factor trees to all prime numbers on your own. Pause the video. Okay, hopefully you have factored all the factor trees until you had all prime numbers. So here's the answers. 2 times 12, 2 is prime, 12 is not. So you break down 12. 2 times 6, 2 is prime, 6 is not. So you continue to break down 6. 2 times 3 are both prime. Starting with 3 times 8, you have 3 times 8. 3 is prime, 8 is not. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 is prime, 4 is not. 2 times 2, 2 are both prime. If you start with 4 times 6, you have 4 times 6, neither one is prime. So you have to break down the 4 to 2 times 2. You have to break down the 6 to 2 times 3. And all the 2s and 3s are prime numbers. So this is the prime factorization. Now what I want you to do is list all the factorizations and then tell me what the prime factorization is. All right, so hopefully you pause the video and try to come up with all the factorizations and find the prime factorization. So here are the answers. One of the factorizations of 24 is 2 times 12. That is a factorization of 24. 2 times 12 is 24. The next one will be 3 times 8. That's a factorization of 24. 4 times 6. Another one is you could do 2 times 2 times 6. If you do 2 times 2 times 6, that equals 24. So that is a factorization of 24. Another one is 3 times 2 times 4. And I just put them in put them in order. So instead of 3 times 2 times 4, I did least to greatest and did 2 times 3 times 4. So in your calculator, if you do 2 times 3 times 4, that equals 24. And then you have the prime factorization, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So again, in your calculator, if you do 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, you'll get 24. So these are all the factorizations of 24. The 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 is the special prime factorization, but that's how you find the factorizations. If you list your factors, the listing of all the factors of 24 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. Those are all the factors of 24. All right, so now we're going to switch over to the multiples. So go ahead and find all the multiples of 24, the first 10 rather. Remember, multiples get bigger, multiple monster. So go ahead and do the first 10 multiples of 24. Pause the video.